Hey guys, Matt here at Brewery. Happy Homebrew Wednesday, everybody. Change of scenery. Out in the brewery. Need to have a brew. I'm actually testing out my with the bottling gun. So this is the Marzen. It's got the festive cap on there. Bottled up the last of the keg actually to pass it out to some family and friends. My wife is actually getting ready to drive up to Pennsylvania tonight or tomorrow morning, so I'm gonna make sure these are good to go. Got a nice hiss on that. Let's see what we got. Yeah, this beer turned out real nice. I'm really pleased with this one. So shouldn't be anything there because it was bottled off the keg. But yeah, very, very clear. Let me see here. Turn the light on. I don't know if that helps. Let's take a look here. Look at that. Beautiful. You see the rising bubbles out of the glass there? It's got a nice one finger head on there. Yeah, I'd say family and friends are going to be pleased. And nice job on the Blickman beer gun. Kind of fighting off a bit of a cold, so I kind of sound a little different. So I don't have the best smell at this point. But it's all malt there. I love it. Cheers. Oh, that's delicious. I'm definitely gonna have to make this again. It kind of reminds me of like when I made my Munich Helles, because this is very sweet. For what it is, it's very sweet. There's Munich in here. There's plenty of sweet malts. It finished high, I believe, so that's where you get that from. Very nice. Well, I have a lot of brew day footage, so that's going to be the point for this week. We did a collaboration brew with our friend Wally Feck over at Feck This I'm Brewing. I'm not really sure what he calls his brewery, but that's what his cap says. Here's my notes from the brew. We're making a strawberry blonde, and you'll see in the video, we both brewed this thing on Sunday. We got basically the same OG. I marked it down as 1053. I know 1052 I think is what it came out with the hydrometer. 1053 was the refractometer. So the water profile I was actually going to brew, I was actually just going to throw a little bit of gypsum at it, but I decided to match exactly Wally because he's got soft water too. I don't remember what exactly his numbers are, but they weren't far off from mine. So I said, you know what, I'm going to do exactly what you did. Since he got a head start, he kind of started his brew day a good 45 minutes to an hour before me. Somehow I catched up to him in the sparge because I was having issues with, I think, one of my pumps. So I ended up sparging a little faster than I normally do, and I ended up catching up to him. So that was kind of nice. But anyway, so I did 3 grams of gypsum, 2 grams each of Epsom salt and calcium chloride. Didn't do the acidulated malt this time like I usually do, so I went ahead and threw 3 milliliters of lactic acid in there. And man, that worked out really well. I mean, I just sort of guessed, and it ended up with a 5.25 mash pH, so that worked out real nice. After the brew day, I decided to punch all the stuff into my brewing calculator, and it says that the water profile I went for ended up with a calcium of 45, magnesium of 7, sodium of 13, sulfate of 64, and chloride of 40. So I'm pretty pleased with that. Like I said, you'll see in the video probably, I don't remember how much of this I discussed there, but we used the same grain bill. What we did differently was we used this different yeast and different hop schedule. So he used some El Dorado, I think, and you'll see from his video what he used in his. I ended up using Magnum for bittering because I had a little bit left. I had a 1/4 ounce of it sitting in the freezer, so I went ahead and used it. And I had a little bit of Citra and Hell Melon left over from a previous brew, so I went ahead and used that at 15. I ended up with 565 yeast, and he ended up using the 566. Both are Belgian Saison strains, so we'll see how this turns out. We're both deciding we're going to chuck some strawberries in there. Normally what I do with fruit is I normally throw it into a secondary, But this time I decided we're just going to try something totally different. We're going to do the primary fermentation. We're going to let it roll for a few days till it's done. Once it's done, we're just going to chuck some frozen strawberries at it. We're going to skip secondary. We're going to we're going to really rebel this thing, and just go crazy. I mean, why not? I mean, it'll be just fine. I think I've done a strawberry beer before. I've done a few other fruits, and I've always done secondary. So this will be neat to try something a little different, and then we'll share them. I'll send him a few. He'll send me a few, and we'll see the differences. A couple other toys, and then I'll let you guys get to the brew day footage because there's plenty of it, and I don't want this video to be crazy. I am planning on doing my coconut porter. Probably going to brew that up maybe next week sometime. I don't know what day yet, but I bought this. Just something to put the coconut into in the keg to kind of maintain the coconut flavor. I'm planning on toasting the coconut, putting some in the mash, and then some. I'm not going to put any in the secondary if I even do a secondary. I'm just going to put it right in the keg afterwards. So I also did pick up these. I don't remember if I talked about this last week or not, so if I did, I apologize, because I think I've had these for a couple weeks now. But I picked up the Growler Brew. My thought with this was similar. I mean, I'm probably going to use it for the coconut to start with, so that when I go ahead and travel the beer around, when it leaves the keg, I'll be able to chuck some coconut into here and keep that flavor going for the final product. So, well, with that, I'll let you guys enjoy the brew day footage, and we will see you guys next week. So, hey, I definitely recommend you guys out there in the brew tubing community. Those collaborations, those Skype brewing sessions, or even hell, if you got some guys local that you can get together with, it's always fun to brew with other homebrewers. That was a lot of fun, and I'd like to do more things like that with the community wherever I can fit it in. So enjoy, and I'll see you guys next week. Cheers. All right, look who we have here. It's Wally. It's Wally.
Hey, internet!
Yeah, there you go.
I'm drinking iced tea, B2 Dubs.
That's a little early.
Well, it's 11 o'clock. It's 11:15, so we can drink beers now, right?
Yeah, I think so. We should probably pull a pint after this.
I drink coffee, and I can drink beer all day.
So there we go. We got the mash temperature, the mash pH here. We're at 5.25. That's right. It's pretty good. It was aiming for 5.3. And we're mashing right now. We're 15 minutes in, 20 minutes in. I actually had to bring up the mash out temp because can't seem to keep it past 148. As we're having some sort of a vacuum issue here or something. I don't know. I was messing around with it. Looks like we got a little bit of air in the line. I've already tried resetting it a couple times, and it's good for a couple minutes, but then it gravitates again. So we do have a good flow rate in here. We do have a good Vorloff going on there, so I'm not going to mess with it. I'll have to take this pump apart and the mash tun dip tube apart after the brew day. There's something going on in there that's probably not right, but hey, we will relax and we will have a homebrew pretty soon. Right, Wally?
Yeah, or I have 6.
That's fine. Hey.
There's not a whole lot left to this. The American wheat ale.
So Wally and I decided to start drinking. This is the.
It's 11:30.
It's late enough, I think. I got a pretzel right there, so yeah, we're okay. This is my white stout. What are you drinking, Wally?
I should, if I would have known what you were getting, I would have got my white stuff. But this is my American wheat ale, we'll call it. It's not really a hef.
All right.
It's mine. All right.
Cheers.
Cheers. I'm gonna have to bottle this up. Send this to you before I drink it all. Yeah, it's been sitting here for too long.
Well, you know what I want to do, Wally? I have some white stout that I already bottled up, and I was waiting for. Yeah. I was actually waiting for the Dunkelweizen to be ready enough to send it. As soon as it is, which is a couple more days probably, I think I'll go ahead and send you something. I got a little bit of the Marzen left. I got some white stout bottled up. I'll be sure to get you a package.
Sweet. Awesome. Yeah, now I'm thinking, well, should I just wait until we get this done, then I'll ship you everything, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. I may surprise you. You may have a box sitting on your front porch.
Hey, sounds good. Can't complain about free beer. Alright guys, so here's an update where we are. We had to do a little bit of course correcting, but we got the mash to 152 and ended up having to top off the HLT back to the top again just to bring it down. So just to kind of bring you guys up to speed a little bit, I ended up moving up the hot liquor tank to 170 mash out temperature just to get my mash up to the 150, 152 range. So that's what we did. And then thanks to Wally helping me course correct a little bit here, we were just kind of putting our minds together going, you know what, we got room in the HLT. So we went ahead and we topped it back up again. That brought the temperature down. Go ahead and turn that guy back on again, and everything's normalized. So we'll finish out the mash at the right temperature. So all good. And we are relaxing and drinking a homebrew. Right? That's what you do, right? That's what we're supposed to do.
I'm sparging. A little over 4 gallons of work collected, so I'm already heating up to 200, so we'll go from there.
Good deal. Alright, so we're sparging. We are now over the element, so pretty safe to go ahead and turn on the boil kettle. Got it set to 200 degrees, so we'll get there and we'll come up to volume here. Mash done. It's about an inch or so over the grain bed. Still sparging here, so we are back on track. Let's see, what's our buddy Wally doing over there? Looks like he's cleaning. What are you doing? What are you doing over there?
Cleaning. I need a maid.
All right, we hit our boil. Knocked it down to 50%. Go ahead and start the timer. 60 minutes. Turn on the alarm. And we'll go ahead and add in our 1/4 ounce of Magnum. Boom. Let's check in on Wally. What's Wally doing?
Cold snap. There I am again.
There you are. What's going on over there?
Cheers.
Hey, I need to get a refill.
I can't tell you what this is. Top secret.
It's probably some kind of swill.
Exactly. It's just for entry swill.
Well, I'm gonna get a refill.
Well, quit talking about it and be about it.
You got it. All right, we are at the 15-minute mark. Now it's time to go ahead and add in the rest of this. We got some yeast nutrient. We're gonna put that straight in here. I got a 1/2 teaspoon. I'm gonna throw the Whirlflock tablet straight in there as well. And then the hops that we chose for this, we're just kind of using up some of the last minute hops that I had sitting in the freezer. So I got a 1/2 ounce of Citra. Put that in here. It wants to come out of the bag. There we go. And we have 1 ounce of Hell Melon. I've used this on the red Pilsner. It turned out good. I like it, so I'm going to use it again. There we go. Oh, gotta get all that goodness out of there. That very last pellet. Let's see what Wally's doing over here. What do we got going on? Looks like mad science work here, I think. Don't mess with him. Uh-oh, he's looking at us. Hey! What do we got, Wally?
I got 1053.
Okay, that's pretty good.
I was worried about getting to. I think the temperature correction on this isn't quite right. Right now I've got it down to about 87 degrees, and yeah, so I'm right about where I should be. I'm a little high still, but I've got my official gravity samples in the refrigerator cooling down. But it looks like I'm not as big as I thought I was.
Yeah.
Is that a fat joke? Is that a fat joke?
I'm interested to see where I'm at. Let's see. That'd be cool if we were right on the money. We'll see what happens.
Well, I think we'll probably be close, but I mean, I don't want to say I'm bigger than you. I mean, that just may be genetics.
I don't know. Is this?
Nobody's complaining about it.
Is this okay for YouTube now? I think we've gone in a totally different direction here.
I think this should be on Pornhub or something.
All right, we got all our hoses hooked up, ready for the end. There you go. All right, shut off the kettle, and then what we're gonna do is I'm going to open up our valves. And then we are going to start whirlpooling and chilling everything down. This way the chiller there has a chance to sanitize. And as a matter of fact, what I'm probably going to do is just run off the first couple of seconds through here just to get whatever might be sitting in here out first, and then go ahead and recirculate. Alright, so we're now whirlpooling. And I am at 1053, which is what exactly Wally got. So it should be interesting. So basically, we have the same beer here. The only difference is different yeast. I'm using 565. He's using 566. Both Belgian Saison yeast. He's got different hops than I do. So same grain bill, same volumes, and same gravity. So yeah, we'll see. Got the fermenter over there. So we'll sanitize, ready to go. Wally's doing something over there. I don't know what he's doing. Must be busy. Won't even be. He's making some important beer over there. And we got the ferment chamber ready to go. So we're gonna try to ferment this thing. I think around 75 is what we're aiming for.
1050 is what I'm sitting at.
Say it again.
1050.
1050. Yep.
Right at 1050, yeah.
All right, and I'm at 1052. So there you go.
Now you're just showing off.
Close enough. No, we're good. We're good. That's great.
That's the same rating as my refractometer, so I'm pretty happy.
Yep. Oh, I hear my pump back there. We're done in the fermenter. There you go. So we got ourselves 6 gallons of wort in there. Go ahead and put this thing to bed.